Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're not too bored. Today I'm actually excited because I have a special guest here with us. Yes, I know that I'm supposed to be in quarantine, but this is him. Or her, I actually don't know the pronouns. So I just want to point that out before the whole video because I can't take my eyes off of it, so I feel like you're not going to be able to take your eyes off of it this whole video, so I'll try to stay like this. I'm also wearing a hat because everyone is making fun of my hair. Please stop making fun of me. I need your validation. You're gonna make me cry. Speaking of validation, that's what today's video is about. So if you couldn't tell by the title, trans people, every single one of you, you are attention seekers. You are attention whores, you crave attention. Your whole existence is based solely off of the attention of other people. Sorry, I had to say it. I was joking, by the way. So there's a group on Reddit called LGB Drop the T. I don't know much about this topic. I have heard people say trans should be separate from lesbian, gay, bi. I mean, I don't really care where I'm grouped. If you want to take me out of LGBT, fucking do it. If you want to keep me in LGBT, fucking do it. I just don't care. What a cool guy I am. He just doesn't care. Wow. He's so cool. So anyways, there is this brilliant post that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm gonna be honest here, I did laugh at some of it because I thought it was funny, but most of it is very mean. But I just didn't take it too seriously because people are gonna think what they wanna think and say what they wanna say. That's just how it is, so whatever. And to be totally honest, there are two types of trans people that I have come across. There are trans people who just don't care. If someone's transphobic, they'll just go on with their day or they'll laugh at it or something like that. And then there are trans people who think that everything around them, even people breathing, is a form of discrimination. It's not only trans people who do this type of stuff though. There's always going to be people in life who think they're right or who are offended by everything or always think that their opinion is the one that matters. And then there's going to be people who just do not care at all. So that's why I found this whole Reddit pretty funny because they're kind of just grouping all of us in one as if we all think the same, and I will tell you right now, we really don't. So let's just take a look at this original post. And this person said, why do trans people need such explicit validation in LGBT spaces? So this person starts off by saying, this is just one thing I've noticed while scrolling places like R, LGBT, rainbow, gay, actual, lesbians, bisexual. It's a constant stream of posts that are about the exact same thing, validating trans people and calling out the transphobes. I guess these are just like spaces where, you know, lesbians or bisexual people talk about being a lesbian or a bisexual person, and trans people are popping in trying to get validation. That's what I'm taking from this post. That's what I think they mean. And then this person followed up by saying, why do trans people need such explicit validation in these spaces? Why do they always need to ask, hey, am I welcome here? And comment on every post if it includes trans people too? I don't get it. I think a logical answer to that question is that trans people assume most LGBT people are going to be accepting because we're grouped in the same category. So they're like, oh, hey, you're gay. Well, I'm trans. But with that being said, I have never been in the bisexual Reddit forum or the lesbian Reddit forum, so I don't know what's going on in there at all. The initial post itself wasn't that funny, but the replies were. And I'm gonna let you see for yourself because I did laugh out loud a few times. Basically, the question this person is asking, why do trans people need validation? This person said, attention whores. This was the top rated comment, which was followed up by somebody who replied and said, that's the prime answer. Anytime they go somewhere, they have to announce they're trans when nobody asked. So I'm gonna give this to you straight right here, and don't be mad at me. Please, please do not cancel me. But he is right. Anytime I enter any public setting, I actually yell that I'm transgender. So that way everyone around will look at me and the attention is on me. And they know that I'm trans, so they know that they can't say anything against me because it will be discrimination. I am trans, I'm invincible. This guy said, that's because nobody needs to ask. You can spot them from a mile away. So this reminds me of a time when somebody on Twitter sent me a hate tweet and they said, I could tell that you're trans from a mile away because of your eyes. I might as well just detransition because if my eyes are a giveaway and you can tell that I'm trans from a mile away anyways, what is the point? Am I gonna get an eye transplant? Maybe I should just get some glass eyes. Maybe they won't look as transgender when they're glass. I mean, if you can tell somebody's trans from a mile away, I feel like you're studying trans people too much or looking at them too much. Who cares? Like if they're grocery shopping and you see them and you're like, oh shit, that person's trans. I could tell from a mile away. Okay, and what? So? Like, I don't get it. Attention whores without an original thought. When you have to pretend to be someone else all the time, you probably need the validation. Fuck, that one hurt. This person is so right. This is why I do YouTube anyways. I need the validation. Oh my god, give me validation. I need it because I'm trans. That's the only reason. I wouldn't really say being trans is pretending to be somebody else. It's being who you feel you are, right? You transition to feel how you feel in your head So technically you are being the person that you are. It's an entire generation of people raised on social media who have to have attention 24/7. And if they aren't validated by total strangers, they start to panic and feel like something's wrong. That's also why they're trying to change the way society functions, because they got old enough to dip their toes into the real world and realized as they are, they won't survive in it. If you don't want to validate trans people or acknowledge them, I feel like that's a you problem. It makes me think that they don't have any real life problems besides what other people are doing with their life, which is really weird to me, because why would you invest your time having so many negative thoughts about somebody else's life? They don't even know you. I don't understand that, because I don't need attention 24/7. If anything, when I go out, I want the least attention possible. Again, I think a lot of people in general enjoy other people's validation. Some people do. Some trans people are going to as well. And some people, again, don't care. It's just you have two types of people. It's not, you can't group a bunch of people as one. In addition, these are the same people who think self-indulgence is the same thing as self-care. They're scared of having to put real effort into their own mental health, because that would require them to admit that there is something wrong with them. Plus, being wrapped up in social justice gives them tunnel vision. It's society's job to make my life better. Making me take personal responsibility is oppression. So they do nothing but bitch and moan on the internet and are shocked that they aren't improving. Sounds like you're the one doing the bitching and moaning on the internet, on Reddit. There, buddy. So for my personal experience, after I was having all of these bad thoughts in my head, depression, anxiety, and gender dysphoria, I didn't even know what it was, I went to a therapist because I was like, I'm fucking crazy. Why do I think this way? And the therapist told me everything. We walked through my whole mental health. I saw her for a very, very long time. So I mean, that right there is me admitting that I was having mental issues. So this right here is the last comment I'm gonna read. And this is the funniest one. It says, because transgenderism is closely associated with narcissism and BPD. How does being trans correlate with narcissism? Because if anything, trans people feel the opposite way. They are not all about themselves. Most trans people didn't like themselves before transition. That's why they ended up transitioning. Also, BPD. So does everyone who has that, are they trans? I just thought it was funny because I feel like trans people are the furthest thing from narcissists. But I don't doubt that there are trans people who are narcissists, just like there are regular people who are narcissists. Everyone is different, and that is the moral of the story today. And so I guess all I have to say is I thought the Reddit was funny because obviously not all trans people are attention whores, but there will be some who love attention, who want to make it all about them being trans. I get it. I understand. But hey, if you don't want to like me because I'm trans, whatever. What am I gonna do about it? Scream at you? I'll make a video about you. That's as much as I'll do. These people have such a negative image about trans people, and I wish people didn't, because I need validation. So anyways, with all that being said, remember to be an attention whore. If you go out anywhere, make sure you tell everybody that you are trans so that you are the center of attention, because that is what is most important to us trans people.